Bev Buds.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you're listening and wherever you're listening from. This is the Bev Buds. As always, I'm your host, Trent.
Well, not today, because Dan...
Oh, sorry, Back by unpopular demand.
It's Nick again.
Why does Nick sound like Bane?
I realised last week when we had Nick on, we didn't really say who he was, and we didn't really say anything about him. He just was there and replaced Dan. And, you know, people might be shocked to see that was not you last week.
Well,
I'm not Nick.
I've heard great feedback from last week's episode.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say it was me? Huh? Like, why don't you just pretend like it was me?
Do you reckon anyone would have noticed?
Well, should we say a little bit about Nick?
Sure.
What now that he's gone?
No, just so people, people. So he's our roommate, my roommate, and he's in Bacon Squash a lot. He's in a lot of movies.
Go on. Tell us more.
Well, he likes doing the movie stuff, and I was upstairs, and I knew Dan couldn't work. I couldn't do the podcast, and then so I said, "Do you want to come on it?" And he's like, "Yeah." He just came on. Tell us something about Nick. Go on.
He's got a beard.
Okay, he's got a beard. Let's keep this rolling. Trent, what have you got?
Is this what the episode's about? Anyway,
let's move on.
I've got drinks.
This is what the show's really about. So you got beds.
I can't pronounce that because of the font.
What do you mean?
Say it. What's it called?
Golly gee, I don't know.
Go on. Grolsh?
I'm going to say
Grolsh.
Grolsh.
Grolsch.
Now, what country would you guess this is from?
It's got to be
I think it's
probably the great continent of Europe.
Oh, you would pinpoint it.
Look, am I doing it blindfolded?
Oh, okay, I can. You are right about Europe. I'll give you that.
It's only because of the Grolsch.
Yeah, it says there.
Yeah.
Does it say?
No, don't look.
Is the country Grolsch?
Grolsch.
It's probably Sweden or something.
All right,
right?
it dance around with wooden shoes.
Like little gingerbread men sort of thing. Like
yeah,
little gingerbread.
No, like Hansel and Gretel sort of thing.
Sure. Actually, I think it is that country.
So Germany or Sweden?
No.
Germany doesn't have wooden shoes.
I just imagine they all have wooden shoes, dude. Where's it from? Go on.
Holland.
Nice and local, again.
Yeah, very...
Local to our solar system, as you said last week.
Well, we're doing a bit of a European tour.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we had whiskey last week, Dee.
Oh,
we did
now?
Yeah, Tom's whiskey.
What Canadian...
No, that Conor McGregor whiskey he's got.
Now, I like the idea of these.
So do I.
That was a fun little thing
It was
you got
fun.
to do to open it.
They're kind of like a something you'd bring away camping and fill with water. Like a camping.
So it's got two uses.
Filled with water.
So Grolsch, am I saying it right?
Grolsh, I think.
I feel like for the title of this episode, you should put a question mark at the end.
So what made you pick this one, Dee?
I saw it and I thought it was a good idea.
What? You thought, hey, we're doing local beers at the moment. Let's
Let's go to Holland.
No,
I really like it. For those who are listening, the lid is quite
fun.
Quite fun.
Yeah.
It's like one of those water glass container jar things.
You know, like when you go to a cafe or a bar, and they're usually tall, and they've got like the lid that it's got like a C shape that clips it down. You push it down, and you go, clops it in. Like what you get if you're going to get like, when you go to restaurants like sparkling or still water, usually the water comes out of one of these.
So what do we think?
I like it.
First
I like
impressions?
it. Yeah.
It's very easy to drink, I'd say.
I feel like I'm tap dancing down Holland as we speak.
Tap dancing?
They're wooden shoes.
What does Holland have, Carl?
We should have...
Does that have Danishes?
Sure.
No, that'd be Danishes.
Yeah, I was just... I thought... Wait, are you serious? I thought you were joking.
I've had a long day. Well... Shall we move on?
I think we should get this podcast started.
I think we should too.
So that's the ending of the podcast.
So good. You see the intro, Trent, and we'll start.
I did the intro. I think you remember.
You did an intro. You definitely did.
Which I don't know if it'll make the cut or not.
Wow. I think you should slap it on there
and lose 90% of our listeners.
Trent, we should jump straight into it because we didn't do this last podcast.
Yes.
Because Dan ditched us.
Correct.
But you had a top 5 list.
I did have a top
favourite Dan moments or moments he shared with you.
So
He didn't read it because he wanted to read it when you were here.
the top 5 Dan moments, I'm not going to lie, I had to think long and hard.
Okay.
And I'm glad I had these 2 weeks to think about it.
Yes. Or by the time the podcast comes out, like three months.
Oh,
give or
yes.
take.
Still going with that joke, huh?
So I'm going to smash through quickly a few of the early ones pretty quickly.
Okay.
First one, number 5.
Wait, so these are the top 5 favourite Dan moments, or are they top 5 memorable moments?
Yeah, I'd say memorable.
Memorable.
For me, yeah.
Okay, so good or bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started with probably a good one, I guess, but it's a bit of a personal one between Dan and I. I think it was back in 2013, maybe, when we were in year 12.
That time you showered together.
Yeah, that's it. That was my top one. That's number 1. Move on. No, so there was a night where we all went out, I believe.
In year 12, did you say?
I think so, around that
Okay.
time. And we all had a good night, and we all stayed the night at Dan's as we used to.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, everyone sort of got up and left, and I took my time leaving. And I just remember getting stuck on the couch with Dan, watching Breaking Bad, and I think we watched nearly a whole season
I think
in
so.
just one sitting.
Because we were talking about it, and I was like, I'll put an episode, and then we just watched the
Like the rest of the day.
almost the
Did
rest
not
of the-
move off the couch
Nice.
for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Number 4, Dino Dan. Basically, whenever Dino Dan comes out.
Right, he starts headbutting people.
Yes, I start, that makes me sound so aggressive.
So
He
for
does
those of you who are
running
listening,
Yeah.
tell us what
Well,
Dino Dan
so
is.
Dino Dan he's usually got to drink like a bottle or something. And you pretend you act like a dinosaur.
I did it once.
You run at people with your head.
I
and
didn't
like,
do that.
No, you do. You use your head as like one of those dinosaurs that like run into trees and stuff with their head to like. Anyway, you like run into people with your head, and you had your little hands like little dinosaur hands, and you slapped my phone out of my hand. Remember?
Oh, that's because you kept texting your like ex at the time, and I'm just like, I'm bored
Yeah,
of
like,
this.
but Dino Dan, he's come out a few times,
Yeah.
but
I'd like to see more of him, really.
I would too.
Oh, I don't.
Number 3 is same pants Dan.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What?
So
That's a good
every time we go away filming, it seems to be every time. Dan,
I'd say every time.
Dan would wear the same pair of pants
Right.
the entire time, day and night.
And they get so dirty and so like worn out. You wear them in his bed. You
not
wear them like just, like we when we go away, we get into we go there. You wake up in comfy clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Usually we're in the middle of nowhere, so you've got the comfort clothes, and then you get dressed in your costume for the day. Then you go out, or you get dressed on location.
That's right.
But Dan, you bought one pair of jeans. You didn't bring a belt, did you? Was
No,
that?
I forgot to.
Yeah. Was that the same trip or the?
Yeah, that was the same trip.
And so you just the whole trip you had these like light blue jeans that just got covered in dirt, and you wore them everywhere.
I did not wear them to bed. I don't know where you get
You
them.
wore them out. You wore them in your bed.
I did
You
not.
may not have slept, but you got into your bed in those jeans. I swear on my life. You did not remember that.
No.
Moving on to number 2, along the same lines.
Right.
Anytime filming with Dan is memorable.
I did that today. We filmed today, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had 'em-
I'd
yeah.
say memorable. I wouldn't say it's a good time.
And we're doing after this podcast. We're actually filming.
We are,
together,
so hopefully I'm home by midnight. So for those of you who are listening and haven't been on set with us, Dan likes to make a 5-minute scene become a 5-hour scene.
He does. You do, don't you?
I just want to get the scene right.
And then when he gets bored, he'll
Oh,
start
it's
to
even
wind up like
worse.
Johnny or someone. It's in all our blooper reel stuff. If you ever
Yeah.
look at like any of our bloopers, it's like the person trying to do like this simple line, and then you're like someone trying to wind someone up. Well, it's like, do you remember when you and Tim were in all those scenes for Hard West?
Yeah, you were so excited to let me and him film together.
That broke me, man. I was like, all right, Tim and Dan will be good. They'll go good together, and they're in 6 scenes together in Hard West.
Yeah.
Now, for context, we went away and we filmed 30-something scenes together.
Yeah.
It took 2 whole days to film 6 scenes in this mayor's office set where it was just the 2 of them, and they started getting bored with each other and winding each other up and like making each other mess up lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never again. I'm never doing that again. And what's number 1?
Number 1, is...
Number one moment with Dan.
So number one has happened twice.
Okay.
I've already said the first time a few podcasts ago. But the second time...
Car crashes?
Well, it's
It's a car crash.
It's along the same lines.
Okay.
It's Dan nearly dying.
Wait, what?
Come on, you
So-
really explained that.
So the first time it happened was obviously when I had that car crash.
Yeah.
And Dan was in the passenger seat. But the second time, I want to cast your mind back to when we were in Phillip Island.
That's a long time ago.
And I think we just went triple. I think we did some filming there. I'm not too sure.
No,
And we ventured out to Nobby's Beach.
that was just the boys' weekend. That wasn't
yeah.
filming.
So this is the boys'
Yeah, 'cause
weekend.
Tom was there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we went out to Nobby's Beach. Is it called?
No,
Oh.
Nobby's Heads or something.
Yeah,
the cliffs.
The
at the end of
cliffs, the
Phillip Island.
cliffs.
Past the
So-
Penguin Parade. There's cliffs.
So while I was enjoying the view, I believe you, Kyle, and Dan were rummaging around in the long, tall grass.
So there was grass that's like belly button height, sort of thing. And we thought it would be fun because
it's where the penguins are.
yeah, but we thought it would be fun to duck down in the grass because we realized you guys couldn't see us back at the car, and we were like 10, 20 meters away from the car.
Yeah.
And so we thought it was like, oh, it's kind of cool, like you can like hide. And then we were like, oh, Tom, I bet you can't find us. And then Tom's like, oh. And then we were hiding. And like, remember D, we were playing with the things of grass, like the spores.
And we just thought it was dusty.
We're like, yeah, we're banging the grass. Like, oh, wow, look how cool this is.
Little did Dan... Well, Dan forgot. Right. So we get back to the car. Dan forgot that he was allergic to grass.
Dan forgot that apex predator list. It goes grass. You.
So... Go on, explain yourself, Dan.
Well,
explain your actions.
Oh, it doesn't explain my actions. I never knew it was that bad. Like, I definitely had an allergic reaction when I think back now.
I think you
Oh
did.
yeah.
Oh,
so
100%.
so we hopped in the car and we were heading back into town in Phillip Island, and I just remember
you
Dan
Tom.
just like struggling to breathe. I could hear like
Yeah, it was quite serious.
I look
like-
over,
yeah.
and I say, "Danny, you all right?" He's like, I think so. And he was breaking out in all these hives and bumps
Yeah.
and
Like, I literally had a Darth Vader voice. Like
Oh, yeah.
genuinely did. Like,
But then you went to the pharmacist and they sent you somewhere else.
yeah, they told me to piss off.
Yeah.
Dan walked in there dying, and they
Yeah.
tell him to go somewhere else.
Like, I was definitely an allergic reaction. Like, that was so bad. Except we
Oh.
walked into it. No, we didn't walk into the... We got told to go to the pharmacy. We walked into the doctor's area and like, oh, we're busy today. We don't have any
Yeah.
space for you.
We're too busy for you today. Good list. Good list.
And then, but like, you know the part that freaks me out more? That was the same time the big hay fever storm happened.
Yeah.
So I got a mix of both.
That old Phillip Island house had some like allergy triggers. Remember Johnny?
Actually, I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna finish that off with?
What?
Do you remember what you did after I got a like bad reaction?
Yes, I do. It makes me come across as sounding like the
Because
biggest
you
bag of-
are.
Go on, Dan.
Let me defend
Refresh
myself
our-
after he says
Refresh our memories.
All right, Trent. We're heading home, and we're like, you're like to me, you're going to me like, you need to like wash all the spores and stuff off me because it's making me choke.
Yeah.
And we park in, get into the house, and Kyle has taken the shower.
Oh, that's right.
And so, like, I'm the one choking them and like having to sit on the couch barely breathing, and you guys like knocking on the bathroom, going, "Kyle, get out of there! Dan needs to go in there because he needs to wash this."
Can I
Explain
defend
yourself,
Can I
Bob.
defend myself now?
And like I'm choking to death.
Defend yourself.
Can I defend myself?
Go on.
Do I have the floor?
Go on.
So, our car, we were in a convoy. Our car was much quicker to you.
Oh.
I also rolled around in the grass, but it was only up to my legs that were terribly itchy. I thought, I am quicker than Dan. I can have a quicker shower than him. So I went in, I tried to wash myself in time, and then you guys started banging, and then you were there, and I will never hear the end of it for as long as I live, will I?
Because I was choking to death. And you're like,
You
oh,
were
hang
choking
on.
to death in the shower, before the shower.
I was.
So you're telling me you're choking to death, you're like, I'm going to go have a shower now.
Because I needed
You had to wash it all off.
Did you?
I had to wash all the spores and stuff off me because of all the hay fever it was creating and how much of an allergic reaction I was having.
God, it couldn't have been that bad. I'm never going to hear the end of that, am I?
Yeah, because it was...
As long as I live, that story is going to come up every
Yeah, because like, oh, I'm going to take care of myself first. Oh, my legs are a little itchy. My fucking lungs were, like, just choking.
Well, there you go. There's your
There you go.
top 5.
So I got a top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw it back to you, Kyle.
Whoa. Changing skates, swapping it back to me.
This is quite controversial.
Okay.
This might upset a few viewers, depending on how your top 5 goes.
Okay.
Top 5 fast food outlets.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That could be quite controversial.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Fast food outlets, not like franchise places.
Does Subway count as fast food?
Yeah. That's very unanimous. Yeah.
How about McDonald's?
Pizza Hut.
What
Yeah,
what defines fast food? Because
it needs to be something that can I feel like it needs to be it's prepped in bulk and it comes out quick.
yeah, like
but
Pizza Hut.
could you say? No, I don't know.
Could you say what?
I wouldn't say pizza is fast food, but I would say Pizza Hut and Domino's are fast food.
What's it?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
What?
I would
Like
agree with
they've
that.
got like that category.
Because they're so fast and
Like
But pizza's not fast food.
no, because it takes like I ordered pizza on the wing. It took an hour and a half to get here. So that cannot be fast food.
But how is Domino's fast food?
Because I feel like it's not made there in any capacity. It's just thrown there and it all comes in a box in the fridge and then you just put it on and send it. I don't know.
yeah, I agree with that.
What do you think? Do you think it's all pizza's fast food?
I think all pizza's fast food.
Okay. What about ice cream?
What?
I was thinking this week, and it's a rare thing for me to think.
It is
but,
very rare. I hope you didn't hurt yourself, Carl.
Does it put you off? And it's kind of in a similar vein of fast food, but it's the opposite of it. Completely. But if you go,
Same, but totally different.
does it put you off going to a restaurant or ordering from a place if you know it's going to take a long time for the food to come?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like our pizza place we like, D. We won't shame them on the podcast, but they take a while to come here.
We love our Domino's. No, not Domino's. Yeah, they take ages.
They take ages. If you knew there was another pizza restaurant that was like as good, but it took like half the time, would you go there?
Of course I would.
Yeah.
But
But what about like cafes and stuff?
But like, I'm at that thing though where like, you know when you pick something, you're like, oh, I'm not changing that up now.
You set with it?
I'm set now.
Yeah. But like, say if you go to a cafe, like, because there are some cafes around, we got heaps of cafes down this way, but some of them take a long time to make the food and bring it out. Like, I know for a fact if I go down to my favourite cafe down in Mount Martha, they're going to take almost an hour on a Saturday morning to make the food. It's because they're busy.
Are you like that with coffee as well?
Coffee? Yeah, if they take that long for a coffee, yeah. I feel like you need to get coffee before your brekkie, otherwise it's not worth going to. That's just me. But are you like, do you not want to go to places that you know would take a long time to order food, like the more popular places down here?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd sacrifice how good sort of the restaurant is to get food quicker.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than running out of small talk, is there, Kyle?
Do your girlfriends get hangry
Yes.
if they're waiting for food?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like you're at one of these places and it's taking like half an hour. Do they start to get like you're trying to have conversations, but you can tell they just want their food?
Yeah, of course.
Do you get hangry?
Yeah, I get angry.
Okay.
I get angry.
I think I'm the one who gets angry.
Not Lauren.
No.
Oh, poor Lauren.
Calm and composed, whereas me just like an ape.
Because it made me think, D. I was thinking about it because I went. It wasn't this weekend; it was last weekend. But we were at a place that took so long for the food to come. It took almost an hour.
Yeah.
But do you remember when we went to see The Killers and we went to that bar and we saw on the menu they had like tiki. They had like a tiki menu.
Yeah.
Do you remember we ordered? So we ordered 2 tiki drinks.
So we just went like,
Right.
oh, let's go to this bar and have a drink. Like,
Yeah.
Just like,
And the drinks were they were just like from a tiki cup, and they had like fruity flavors in them, and they sounded quite nice.
Yeah.
And we ordered our tiki thing. First of all, the bartender's like, oh, okay, and he goes and looks at like this thing. He's like looking at this book, like you can tell he doesn't know what it is. And they've got them advertised as like a special. It was like $20 each.
And we've
for,
thrown
like,
this guy under the
huge-
bus. Like, we're just like, oh, we want this.
Yeah,
And,
and
like,
they-
he had to make it.
And anyway, so we're getting our tiki cup made, and he's making it, and you think any minute. Well, how long would you expect a cocktail to take to get made?
Oh, no longer than 5 minutes,
Oh,
really.
like triple that.
The line behind us was like It was, but remember how much it backed? And,
There's so many bros too.
and these guys were like, these like, you know, like bros behind it.
Yeah.
And they were just like, oh, come on! And like waiting for it. And he looks like he's about to like finish off his drink. Like he's about to finish it off, but then he has to go get like, oh, he's gonna go
Another
slice a
ingredient.
pineapple or something. He's like, just give us what you've got there.
Because I remember he finished he's about to finish when you and I were relieved, and then we realised you and I had ordered different drinks.
Yes, we had to make the other one. And these guys behind us just like, they're just like, oh, I can't have a beer. Like, you know, like a Corona, like something in a bottle. But like, it took so...
Oh, that was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
Because like you and I were just stuck there, standing there while.
And then we got the most like we just got the most like unmasculine drinks you could possibly. Like they come in the good cup with the straw and the umbrella.
Yeah.
They were good. But you drink it quicker than it took for them to make.
Yeah.
It tastes like rum.
It just tastes like rum and like pineapple juice.
Yeah. Well, like here's one for me. I'll out them because I think they're a terrible restaurant after this.
Here we go. Here we go. God, you're in the paper once and you just let it.
Watch out! Nah, Chutney Bar.
Chutney Bar Mornington.
Yeah, that's
The
the
Indian place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I was thinking of going there.
Dude, I'll go there.
This is your advertisement to go there.
I went there for my partner's dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We waited, I think 2.5 hours for only entrees.
For Indian. For
Entrees.
Indian food.
Yeah.
Wow. And half of that's like pre-made.
And like, we went in there, and like you could tell this is a bad sign. We waited about half an hour, and like we'd ordered everything, and like them like, oh, just waiting, we're just chatting,
Yeah.
and we just see this guy barge in and go like, I've been waiting like 2 hours for my food to come here. Like he's driven down because the driver is taking so long. And he goes, and it was so funny, like, I give him mad respect. The guy goes, like the manager's like, oh, I'm really sorry, here's your food. And the guy's like, no, give me that glass of wine. Give me a bottle of wine.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh my god.
Like, no.
So he drove, he ordered it on like Uber Eats or whatever.
Yeah, waiting
and
for
it
his family.
took so long and he came down and got it.
Got it.
Oh my god.
And go like, no. Give me that bottle of wine and say you're sorry. And they gave him the wine and he left. I gave him mad respect for that.
Yeah.
And only Isof's sister was able to get her first food,
Mm-hmm.
ate it all, and we're all sitting there just like starving.
Yeah.
Half the entrees come out. Oh, not all of them. Half. And then we all like, not even the right amount of rice came out. And we're like, okay, whatever. And I'm like just finding it a bit funny, really. But I felt Soph's dad.
He's a chef as well.
Yeah. And he's the one, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
None of his food's come out still.
Oh my god.
And we eat the food, and we're still waiting for the main.
Yeah.
And it's been about maybe an hour at this point, and the we go over the stuff like, oh, is the food about to come out? And they're like, oh yeah, in a minute, like a few more minutes. And like you could tell, like, because a few people must have been happening too.
Right.
And eventually we asked another person like, when's it coming out? And the guy laughed when he said it, when he said 5 more minutes.
The server.
Yeah, like,
oh my god.
And then like we go up and like ask the staff again, like, oh, we ordered these foods, and she didn't even say the right foods back to us that we wanted, and then brought out more. I think it was if I got it right, they brought out the same entree food.
The half that you got.
Yeah, but because they forgot, but they didn't realize.
Oh wow.
And like around 2.5
Man,
hours.
what a shambles.
Yeah.
Around 2.5 hours in, we're just like, we're out. We're done. We're done.
Did you get all your food?
Nah. And we paid for. No, we told them like, we're not paying for this. You've taken so long.
Yeah.
And like just walked out.
Yeah. Was the food good?
It was alright.
Yeah.
Guess, but like
Not as good as the other Indian places.
But like they were they were literally taking so long, and they're like saying like, oh, this never happens. When apparently I've heard it's happened before too.
Oh wow.
And then the funniest part was for me was like walking out. Do you remember like that doesn't really happen anymore? But it was just post COVID where like you had to write your little name and stuff when you went to the restaurants.
like a check-in thing.
Yeah, someone just wrote in the worst dining experience of my life.
Well, I guess continuing on with his bad food experience.
Which restaurant do you want to roast?
I want to roast a big one. McDonald's.
Oh.
And it's been a long time coming.
Okay.
And I think they need it.
Yeah.
So
they're on the hot seat now.
So I was coming home from the football on Friday night.
You were there a few times.
I
over the
was there a
weekend.
few times.
You had
I'm
a bit of fun.
bit of a football fiend at the moment.
Yeah.
Just making the most of it while I can before the baby comes along, I guess.
Yes.
Did you catch any footballs?
I didn't catch any footballs. I'd be surprised if they could kick it that high. I was sitting up in the level 4, but on my way home, I had to set the scene. It was about midnight.
Okay.
I had work the next morning starting at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was on... I'm not going to say where I was. I'm not going to say what Macca's it was.
Okay.
So I pulled in to the drive-thru.
If he's coming home from the city, you can narrow it down to Peninsula. But go on. We will be discreet here.
So I pulled in the drive-thru. There was no other cars there.
Yeah.
And I ordered a large Big Mac meal
Yeah.
with a chocolate thick shake as a drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
Macca's, yeah, it'd be a large Big Mac
Right.
meal deal. But
Yeah.
I sound so old when I say it. I don't get soft drink.
I get an orange juice.
I don't get
I get an orange juice.
I don't get soft drink if I'm having it for dinner because I will be up all night.
Yeah, I'm
if
the
I
same.
have Coke,
Oh my
so
god.
I get
I
like
agree.
a water and just keep it in my car for like an emergency water.
Oh,
But
you're a disgrace.
it's really sad.
What about you? What,
No, I agree with you.
I will just be up all night. I
Yeah.
know I will be.
I always usually get either a double quarter pounder or a Big Mac, and I always get it. I don't know why. I always hate myself as well. I get a double cheeseburger as well. It
Yeah.
never tastes any good. I always do it for some reason. And I get an orange juice.
an
sometimes.
orange juice.
Wow.
So
They taste just like sugar.
setting the scene again. Meant to make a drive-thru. It's midnight.
Yeah,
I just want to get home. But I'm hungry.
right.
So I pull in, order a large Big Mac meal, chocolate thick shake. Only car in the drive-thru. Pull up to the window. My payment goes through. Drive up to the next window, and I sat there waiting. Right.
Okay.
And I waited and I waited. I mean, look, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It was midnight, so they probably only had a handful of workers on.
Yeah.
But it was an exceptionally long time.
Right.
Anyway, they said, "Oh, sorry about the wait. Here's your food, and whatever." And they gave me a drink or whatever. So I drive out, get back on the freeway,
Oh no.
Here we go.
dip my hand into the bag as I'm driving along. Pull out some chips. Yeah, yummy, nice and hot, nice and fresh.
Yummy chips.
Yummy chips. Yummy. Bit thirsty at this point, so I get my thick shake.
Yeah.
Give it a drink. Yeah, nice and yummy thick shake. Pull out the burger, and I'm like, this doesn't really feel right. Open it up, grab it, take a bite. They've given me a Big Mac
Yeah.
with no patties.
No. What?
No
So it's just
patties.
lettuce, cheese, and
Wait.
sauce and
Wait.
bun.
Yes.
Oh.
How can you forget that?
I know. I had a grill slip on it saying no meat.
Did it? It
I
said no
didn't
meat.
I didn't customize my order, so there you go. I'm
Yeah.
done.
You're done. It sounds like you two have done restaurants for a while.
Like I remember accidentally buying. I think it was like in Barcelona. I think it was like you get. But I did by accident. I just want to get a double cheeseburger like I usually do.
Right.
But I accidentally clicked the gluten-free one.
Oh, okay.
And it came in a plastic bag.
Oh, because it has no meat on it, right? Oh, no
Plastic.
bread.
Yeah. So
A
like,
plastic bag.
and like they had microwaved it.
Yeah.
And I remember not even touching it. I'm like, I'm not eating this. This is disgusting.
No. Oh, good call.
That was the weirdest one for me. I remember when you and I at KFC saw a woman taking photographs of her.
Do you remember, this woman at KFC,
What?
she's like, she ordered like chicken tenders or something, right? Like chicken strips sort of thing. And she's like, looking at it and she's like she's at the counter and she's looking at her box. No, she goes down, she sits with her husband, remember?
Yeah, she's complaining.
She is just
Oh.
shocked
So,
at
yeah.
what she's got. And she's just holding up a chicken strip. And she walks up, to this like poor, like just check out cashier lady, and she's there, and then she's like, hi, I ordered that, and she's like, yeah, that's what you've got. You're holding it in your hand. She's like, it doesn't look like it though. Like this isn't it. And she's like, that's it. Like that's what you ordered. And she just looks shocked, like could not fathom that was what she
did the
ordered.
pulling the manager thing. Like,
Oh, no.
And the manager looked like he was about 17. Like, the poor guy as well. And they just had to it's like she's never had fast food before.
yeah.
Yeah, like she was taking photographs and everything, saying like this is a travesty. Like, I
Is
can't
it, like, is it? They all look like that.
you're ordering from a KFC. Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect? Like you're just getting some little deep fried chicken. You're not like expected like 10 out of 10 food, but she was.
No. So changing skates.
Wow, that went on. How long did we talk about? Like,
Let's go back. Let's talk about McDonald's. So
Changing skates.
Changing skates. Last podcast, I read this story to these guys about this teacher who he took his class to a strip club on an excursion. A teacher.
Is this real?
Yeah, it's from the UK. It was in another country. It was where was it? Like Europe.
It sounded very British though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Europe?
Northumberland?
No,
something
that's
or
where
other.
he was from. But they were on like a field trip in
right.
not Barcelona. They were like,
Okay.
they were somewhere cool.
A UK school had gone to a different part of Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically he took them to a strip club. He was incredibly drunk. And he was like, I read the list of quotes he did. Like one of them was like, he put an arm around a student and was like, "You're alright." And like he was just doing like classic like drunk person.
And didn't you say that the student was just like, "Oh, you're in trouble" or something?
And he's like, "No, you're in trouble."
Not
like,
me.
he was like what you would imagine a drunk ramble to be.
So he's like having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, but it just got me on this like tangent of reading funny stories. And there was one about this guy that I thought was interesting. It's not as funny as the strip club story, but he skipped work for 15 years. Is this Italian janitor at this hospital? He skipped work for 15 years and he still got paid.
Yeah.
And basically, so he made $835,000 for not working for 15 years. So his last day of work was in 2005. And basically what happened was he used extortion, blackmail, and threats to keep his position. And it was all tethered to this one manager who he'd like blackmail and threaten, like, "Oh, if you stop my pay, I'll..."
Jeez, he must have had some juicy stuff on him.
Like what gossip would you have to have? Anyway, that manager...
Sounds like the Italian Scrubs.
Yeah, well, that manager stepped down or like retired or whatever.
Right.
And then they got a new manager, and he's like,
And
"Why is this guy getting
roster,
paid?" And
yeah.
anyway, he's going to court and everything, and like he'll probably have to pay it all back. But
Plus more.
yeah, well, he got away with it though for 15 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you think you can get away with anything for 15 years?
Nah. I've got that luck where like...
Yeah, Dan, what are you doing?
Like I could like jaywalk somewhere and just like get pulled over by the cops. Like, "Oh, we caught you."
Yeah, no, I just thought it was crazy. Like, anyway, that's my little interesting news story of the week.
Oh. Go on, give me another one.
That's all I've got. It's like I gave you two. I gave you this because you weren't here last week. You got the strip club one, and you got that one.
Oh, I've heard those. They're old news. 2 weeks old.
Oh, also, shout out to Caden, who sent us a message this week about there's a crypto coin that came out last week. It's a Charizard coin. It's like a Pokemon.
Oh, I heard about
A
this.
Pokemon cryptocurrency. Trent, I know you're going to be jumping on this,
Oh
so
my
just
God.
let's just.
I was
sit
hoping
down.
you were going to say Bev coin or something.
No, it's nothing like that. But no, there's a Pokemon crypto coin, and Caden wanted us to mention it, so I thought I would.
Gotta catch it. Gotta catch it.
Oh, its value is 0.0 cents. 0.7 cents.
Right.
So Trent, you're not too late to jump on. I'm waiting for you. I've got nothing. I've got nothing
I
left.
don't have too much.
Alright, it should be on Dan.
Apart
Dan,
from-
tell us a tale.
Tell us.
How was skating this week?
I didn't do skating this week again. I haven't
Wow.
been doing it much.
Jeez,
You're
you're really
losing.
letting the team down.
Your cred must be dropping down. Your street cred. Your skating cred.
Yes, all the kids in the neighborhood.
You know, Rose asked me every week. She says, "Make sure you ask Dan about his skating story."
Yeah, no, she looked very. When I
She
told,
really
when I,
enjoyed it.
yeah, when I saw her and I was having a chat with her, she seemed very interested.
So she's going to be once again disappointed that she's not blessed with a skating story this
Well,
week.
she won't even go bloody skating with us.
Maybe you need to ask her.
I did.
Oh. I'm not going skating with you.
Why not?
I don't want to, Dan.
Why not, Kai?
I don't want to.
It's fun.
I look at my. It's not my definition
Not
of fun.
your cup of tea, is it?
No. So what were you saying, Trent?
What's the last book you read, Kyle? I was looking at my bookshelf today before I came here,
we
and I
go.
thought there are a lot of books that I don't know why I still have. Like The Day My Bum Went Psycho,
Like an oldie
Bumageddon.
Is that the guy that we met?
Andy
Griffiths.
Griffiths. Yeah.
We
And
met
Terry Denton
Terry
is
Denton
the
with
author.
the just
illustrator.
disgusting, just annoying, all those sort of
Yeah.
books.
Because I know Trent and I had met him.
Because I think my last book that I read would have been probably the financial. What's it called?
Oh.
Barefoot Investor.
So
Okay.
keeps
From
telling me to read that.
2018, I think I read that one.
Right.
But prior to that, I wouldn't have a clue.
My last one was similar to like that self-help. So it was Everything Is Fucked, I think it's called, by Mark Ransom. Have you seen it? It's like
No.
it's like the big book that's got like big orange and black
Yeah, right.
writing, and
There's a
it's
few of them like that.
And what's it about?
It's basically about hope. It's really funny. It's like it shows different stories of hope throughout history.
Right.
Like true stories, like World War II.
Yeah, okay.
Goes into this one about this guy who was like running away from Russia and his country got invaded. So basically Germany was on one side, Russia was on the other side of this country.
Yeah.
Got invaded, he got put in a concentration camp before Jewish people were because he was a soldier.
Right.
Broke out.
Jeez.
Told America about what's going on. Then got caught again, put back in there, and then basically planned to break out of one of the biggest concentration camps in Europe. And then the night before he was going to, all of the Jewish civilians got put in, and they ruined the breakout plan because the soldiers had like their trust,
right.
whereas people would rat other people out just to chance to survive. So they just got found out, and he lived in it for like however many years, got out, lived. He had this full like life. It was just like a book about hope, and then it shows like perspective on hope, and like what. It was really interesting. It was a good book. I liked it. Oh yeah.
Dan?
I just listen to a lot of audiobooks, so it's like
Well, what's the last one
you physically read though?
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, okay.
You're
That
right.
was the last one I like read because I really liked the movie. You know, when
Is the movie the same as the book?
sorta like this.
Are you one of those people that reads books and then goes to the movies and be like, oh, the book was so much better?
Well, the Harry Potter audiobooks are way better than the movie.
There's
With audiobooks,
Yeah.
I'm yet to listen to one.
I need so am I.
I love them.
Do they put on voices?
Yes, they do. But you gotta find.
Is it the same narrator that puts on different voices, or
It matters like how much money they put into it. Like sometimes you get the good narrators and they put on little voices.
Right.
Or like you can have. Sometimes they do ones where like they've got all different
actors and
different
actresses,
actors and stuff. But like
voice actors?
Yes.
yeah, but like I don't know why like. The last one I just finished literally before was you know the TV series Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah, a novel version.
That's where it's come from.
Okay.
But like the book is nothing like the TV
Yeah,
show.
right. Because that's quite funny. That
Yeah.
TV show.
That's got the guy who plays Kim Jong Un in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. From the interview, yeah.
Because I thought like, oh, this book's gonna be funny. Like it was a good book, but like it's like, oh wow, his parents were abusive.
Great. What a light read.
Yeah, like that sort of stuff. But like,
Because that audio thing, the only one I know that does that with big actors was the World War Z.
yeah,
It's got like every chapter is a different person, a different perspective on like the war against zombies.
Yeah,
And it's
okay.
being told by like this journalist is going around and meeting these people that survived the war and interviewing them. And like Mark Hamill, who plays like Luke Skywalker's character. There's like quite a few like famous people that read just the chapter because each character's a different chapter.
Right.
It's kind of cool. Like,
no, I love them.
yeah.
Like, I listened to. Like, let's even. All right, if you had to, because it actually tells me how many hours I've listened to it.
Okay.
Like, and I'll do total. It goes into months, days, hours, and minutes all up.
How many months?
How many months would you say?
I'm gonna give you 2 months.
No.
How long?
1 month, 9 days, 10 hours, and 22 minutes of audiobooks I've listened to.
So that's like 1 month straight. Like that's
Yeah.
worth
But you've
1
done that
month
for
worth
years.
of
Oh
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's just me driving.
Yeah. Because
Or, like,
I do
or work,
podcast.
or like when I used to like work out in the vineyards because they just let you have earphones on. That's all I did.
Well, now you drive an hour. You drive far to work.
Yeah.
You're probably assuming you're putting them on.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, because I do podcasts still.
Yeah.
Because I just need something on in the background I don't have to listen, like pay attention to. What do you listen to in the car? Do you do music the whole time?
Yeah, I do music the whole time.
No pods.
Nah. I think like
Even in the morning.
for our sport-minded people out there, one of my favourite things listening to, and I did it quite a few times this weekend at the footy, is driving home from the footy. You chuck on the old AM stations.
Yeah.
11:16 SEN.
Okay.
And it's talkback radio after the footy, so you have all these people
coming
these
on.
passionate supporters ringing up and just
Yeah.
complaining about their team or
the umpiring.
yeah. So I love
okay.
listening to that, but nah, generally just music, man.
Yeah, okay.
100%. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't do it. I can't listen to music too long.
Well, yeah. Like whenever I get in the car and start and whatever, just like my Spotify automatically connects and what have you. But this is gonna sound bad. I mean, I know it's on the show. It's been mentioned that I don't mind Post Malone.
Right.
Spotify every year release their Wrapped, your Spotify for 2019 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So the last year, your Spotify for
Post
2020.
Malone up there?
Post Malone was my most listened to.
Okay.
Say the percentage.
Shamefully was in the top 0.5% of listeners.
Wow, you're a hardcore fan. That's a lot.
Well, you watched him have a shoey. That's how, like...
I was there, yes. Sad.
Sad moment.
Well, sad when I found out that's, how much I listened to him.
Well, like, that is a lot, I guess, though. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, the whole...
You're, like, one of his most hardcore listeners.
You're the 0.5 fan.
You got a signed thing of him in your house as well? Record thing that we got you? Your wedding? I know you said your birthday then.
Can we move on?
Yes, we can. I'm honestly...
You sound so ashamed.
I'm out of notes. What else have you
You're
got?
out of notes?
I'm out of notes.
I've got perfume ads written down here.
Okay, can we decipher what that means? Trent's been looking at perfume ads, and he's trying to find his favourite one. Is that what
Is links in there?
No, I just feel like perfume ads are unnecessary.
They are.
Like,
But do you
what happens in the ad? Is that the point?
I feel like though they're done well. Like the Old Spice ads were pretty funny.
Yeah, but like that...
Yeah, but I'm talking the serious ones.
Oh, where it's like some French dude and there's like...
Well, it's the same as
the
alcohol.
Riding on a
and
horse or
white
something.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's like those terrible, like... I
Are
remember,
You
like,
go on.
alcohol ads, I think, are the same.
What, the good ones or the bad ones?
There's really bad ones.
Like people dying in car crashes?
No,
and stuff?
not like... Not, no, like the ones where it's just like, don't drink and drive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, it's like going like... Oh, like, have my pale ale. It's like all these people, like, getting sprayed by pale ale or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
I reckon they need to bring back WorkSafe ads.
The one like the...
Do you remember the one where the there's a few classics.
Here we go.
The one where it's at like a baker's delight
bread,
sort of
the
thing,
finger
and
thing.
the
I knew
woman
you'd
gets
bring
a
it
slice of bread and slices
And
her
then
finger off.
The slipping over in the kitchen. With
Oh, the hot
They were
water.
horrible. They were horrible ads.
That one freaks me out because, like, I used to work at a kitchen review, and
Yeah.
and like I remember you used to be able to do that where you had to hold like,
Like a big pot of hot water.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were horrible ads.
Oh, but like did they work? It was like the seatbelt ads had to come back.
Did
They
they?
fly out of the
haven't-
windscreen.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I haven't watched like a TV ad for quite a while.
How dare you not watch free to air?
You ever had to watch Maths?
No, do you?
I had to for
Oh,
a
you
bit.
poor thing. How is it? You enjoying maths?
Like all you're doing is like,
Is
because I'm
it
like,
still going?
no, it's done now. It's like Big Brother now.
Who's your favourite?
Oh, no.
Do you have a favourite Big Brother person?
I don't even know who's on there.
Do you watch it?
I don't know who's on there.
I bet
watch that.
Dan's watching it, and so he's like, shh.
No, Soph hasn't watched it yet, or like hasn't
okay.
had time to yet.
Oh, okay.
With Maths, like it would be like I'm on my computer and she's watching it.
Yeah.
And I'd just be asking questions like, "Oh, who's that? Why is she mad? Ah, that's stupid." Like doing that sort of stuff.
I can't talk. Rose and I religiously watch Below Deck, the reality show
Oh,
about
no.
the super yacht.
Is that still on?
Yeah, they make like 3 seasons a year because they got the super yacht, the normal one, they got the Mediterranean, and then they have this sailing yacht one where everything tips side to side. So you see like it's like you're on a super yacht, but like they'll like put the sail up, and the poor chef and like the poor it'll rock on like a 45-degree angle, so everything just goes flying.
That's horrible.
It's like they're like, how can we make this trashy reality show have like a twist to it? It's like let's make everything rock on like inclines when they don't expect it.
What's your favourite reality show?
That's Below Deck.
You
And
reckon?
followed close is Ramsay's Hotel Hell.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Not,
Not the Kitchen Nightmares.
no. Kitchen Nightmares I like.
Hotel's more better though.
Hotel's better.
Because it does,
more
it's
rounded.
still got that Kitchen Nightmare
Yeah.
vibe to it, but it also, you
But-
see the filthy
Yeah,
rooms
but
and...
I feel like Kitchen Nightmares, it's very formulaic. Formulaic, is that the word?
It's
They're all the
always
same.
They're all the same. It's like
It's
you've
always
got
they
it's a
don't
structure.
organize their food very well.
Yeah,
Well, they start off in
They come in
denial.
bad.
They come in bad. They're in denial.
Yeah.
He calls their food terrible.
Yeah.
He looks at how much of a mess their kitchen is.
Yeah.
There's some sort of like thing where they'll be like, I'll do it, I'll change. For the most part, they change for the service. They might struggle. He'll be like, oh, I'm about to give up. They'll do something and come around and they'll be okay. And then like you Google the restaurant and
Oh,
like
yeah,
10
he'll-
months they're gone.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the like there's someone made a website
We can
for this-
see.
where it says in each episode, like for each
Like
episode,
a bit of a where are they now?
yeah, it says like if it's closed, open. About 95% of them are closed.
Yeah, I think you can't change mentality that quick.
Oh.
But the hotel ones and his old Kitchen Nightmares from the UK,
Right.
he spends like a few weeks there.
Yeah.
Like the really old ones. And like you can tell he actually tries to do different things and stuff. Rose also loves Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I
his-
can get into that.
Could
Very
you- it's
Ramsay
good.
vibe.
It's very Ramsay vibe. There's so many cuts like camera cuts. Like you're watching it, I reckon you watch it for like 2 minutes. It's like 60 cuts. Like, bang, 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 bang. It's like chill out. It's a cooking show, you know. Like
You went to Hell's Kitchen.
I did,
right?
in
But
Vegas.
obviously Ramsay wasn't there at the time.
Well, what he does is whoever wins the reality show, the head chef, they get to be head chef of one of his other ones for a contract.
Okay.
And they fill the rest of the chefs with contestants who want it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the rest. So I had like a season 17, 18 winner
Yeah. Okay.
of Hell's Kitchen. And then they're in charge of that Hell's Kitchen. 'Cause it's got like heaps of them.
Did they get to yell at the staff?
They
too?
do. They do like a thing where they like huddle and then they're like, blue team. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
They
it.
do. And they yell. They just like, yeah. They basically try to act like Ramsay. But have you seen, he's actually really, like, he doesn't act like that in real life.
Yeah, because like
Like if you watch even...
it's part of his personality though. It's like
Yeah.
you got to like add up a little bit.
But it's an American thing, because in his British stuff, he's way more chill. Like, he'll get angry if people are being douchebag or, like, dicks to him.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he's not, like, standing there screaming.
Yeah.
It's just in this Hell's Kitchen he does
Like-
that. But
yeah,
what's your favourite reality show?
I think easily, by far,
Mm.
it's Geordie Shore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you watch that?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I used to watch Jersey Shore back in the day.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Because Geordie Shore had there was a girl who was on Geordie Shore who was on, is it Love Island? Is that the one where... No, X on the Beach.
X on the Beach, that is another great show.
Have you seen the British? It's so trashy.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys watch a lot more trash TV than I do.
Do you remember Bromans, Trent? We watched it at your house
Bromans?
once with Tom. Bromans. It was this British reality show.
Oh,
where it
yes,
was
I
set-
do!
It was set in ancient Rome.
Well, it
The
was...
Bromans.
It was like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but they all had to pretend they were in ancient Rome.
Right, and the set had like a Colosseum, little Roman houses, and they all had like a girlfriend or like a who was like a, they were like wearing like robes.
It was Tom that introduced us to this show, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And it basically, they do challenges, and the two losers would have to have like a gladiator fight, and whoever lost would get kicked out with their girlfriend. That was the show. I think it only ever had like one season. It was like this
Man, what a
British show.
throwback.
Yeah. But,
Let us know if any listeners are out there who have seen Bromans.
yes. We're sorry.
I hope no one has, for
No.
the sake of the show.
Well, I'm done with reality.
So what do we think of the old Grolsh?
Is that how we've decided we're going to pronounce it? Grolsh.
Grolsh.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I liked it too.
I think it was
as I said, very easy to drink.
very easy to drink.
A nice serving amount as well.
Yeah, it's quite generous.
Quite a lot.
It's quite-
They are very
They are.
generous. And 1.8 standard drinks.
Did I pick a good one again?
Yeah, you
Sure.
did. Sure. You picked a good one, D. Let's not hide the illusion for 1 minute that you sat there and picked this.
What do you mean? I did.
Let's not pretend you didn't spend less than 5 minutes in the bottle, though.
I walked through.
You picked it and you grabbed it and you walked out.
Cause I was looking at one, so I'm like, all right, what's something new?
You're looking at the bargain bin at the front that had
No,
that had the
this-
deals.
This is not bargain bin.
No, it's good. I really like it.
For some reason, I keep picking European drinks at the
Yeah,
minute.
that's good. We've had a bit of diversity.
We're on a bit of a Kentucky tour, I'd say, at the moment.
We are. We've been to Ireland.
Yes.
And now we're in-
Holland.
Yep.
And what was ACDC?
So I guess technically
That was
we're
Germany.
Yeah.
technically map wise, we're on par.
We are. To what? Antarctica? Russia. We need some like Russian.
So
Yes.
what, vodka?
Alright.
I'm gonna give it. So
Out of the official BetBuzz rating of 13, thumbs up.
this is Grolsch Premium Pilsner beer. I'm gonna give it a 9 thumbs up.
9 thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the same.
You the same? 9 thumbs up. Trent, how many thumbs are you giving to that?
Jeez, I am going to break records here.
Mm.
9 thumbs up as well.
Wow, a tie.
A tie.
Is that the
We
first
all
time we've
agree.
all agreed?
I think it is.
It's just a solid night. It's really
a
good.
solid drink.
Like,
Yeah,
I-
Not mind-blowingly amazing.
no, it's good.
But like, if I was at a pub and I wanted to make sure I didn't embarrass myself and I needed to have a beer, like, and I saw this, I'd have it.
Put it this way as well, D. You know, at the Werewolf premiere, I put up the 6-pack of the mango beer for people to try.
Yeah.
And it was like a Bev Buzz recommendation. I'd put that up there to recommend this to people. Like, it's a pretty...
I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I mean, it's nice, but I think it's forgettable.
Yeah,
Like,
okay. It's no chocolate...
There's no Magical AC Unicorn Chocolate Ale.
Please don't recommend them. Well, there you go. That's it. I'm done. We've got to go.
We've made it through another
I feel
podcast.
like this is the most unusual podcast I've done.
Why?
Because we just ranted about food and ranted about
Reality.
Maybe we
reality
need
show.
one of these every now and then.
Just
I
what
don't
about
know.
what? Do you know? Imagine one where we just didn't come prepared.
I think this is the closest one we've come to it.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, it's to break the illusion of the podcast, I guess.
Okay.
Like for Kyle and I, this is a very quick turnaround
It is.
because we did record our last one on Thursday.
Yeah. You're really
So
pulling down the curtain.
It
behind
hasn't
how we get
even
these
been
done.
a week.
No. God, I'm glad we didn't. Well, remember I was like trying to think of ideas for the comedy festival week thing. I was like, oh, why don't we do one a day or like that sort of thing? Never. I couldn't do that.
You can do it.
We wouldn't have anything to talk about. We're not that interesting. Cut that.
Well, on that note, hopefully people tune in next week. We haven't lost everyone.
No, not yet.
I hope everyone enjoyed my Danisode.
Yeah, you did great at hosting.
Yeah, great host, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like I hosted fine.
Get skating. Alrighty.
Skate off, Dave.
Skate off. Take care.
And
Oh my god.
good night.